Hi, this is Craig Calder for On Digital Media at AdTech 2010, here with Ben Lamarca from FanFeedr. Hi, Ben.
Hey, how you doing?
I was just admitting to Ben that they were telling me a little bit about their FanFeedr product, that I am the perfect sports fan, the perfect customer, because what they do is allow you to select all of your feeds and have them in one local place. So can you tell us a little bit more about that and what fans can get out of using FanFeedr?
Sure. FanFeedr is the largest sports content aggregator. We aggregate over 8,000 sources of sports content in real time. So as the news breaks, whether it's a photo or a score or a piece of information coming from a sports beat reporter or a blogger or an actual player tweeting, we authenticate player tweets as well. You can get access to all of that content for your favorite teams and players. So we filter those 8,000 sources against 4,000 teams, all of your pro teams, all 1,710 Division I college teams, as well as over 55,000 pro players. So you can then select and get your own personalized real-time fan feed for your favorite teams and players and not what everyone else might see. So again, the personalized real-time aspect is one of the real key attributes of FanFeedr.
So the benefit to the fan is obvious. You're pulling together all of my relevant feeds into one easy-to-use space. What is the benefit for other parties? Obviously, FanFeedr has a model. Your advertisers are benefiting because they're getting targeted inventory.
Exactly.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Sure. Because we're seamlessly integrated with Facebook and Twitter, we take great advantage of those social media channels. So a fan that comes on to FanFeedr, besides our knowledge of their profile, we know what their favorite teams and players are, and we do a reverse IP lookup so we know their geolocation. We have some very rich data in terms of how to target, how to profile, and we take great advantage of that. So brands and their media planner agency partners will look at FanFeedr from a sponsorship perspective, because what's one of the best ways of engaging consumers around brands? It's through sports and their passion for sports, especially with those brands that are active in the sports marketing field. So we provide a very robust way of reaching them through the social media platforms, as well as a full array of mobile platforms. We have the top iPad, iPhone, Android, and iPod Touch platforms, and we also have an API, which is used by over 300 developers right now. So our reach is almost 27 million eyeballs per month.
And you mentioned the mobile apps. That's very critical for a sports fan, being able to check in on a timely basis if you're somewhere you can't see the game. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? And I understand that you're developing some custom apps for some of the teams.
Sure. One of our first announcements, which was about a month ago, was with the Washington Redskins. They're probably one of the more innovative digital social media NFL clubs. So they chose FanFeedr to be their partner to develop a new application called Redskins Feeder, which is a combination of iPad, Android, and iPhone, iPod Touch apps for Redskins fans to be able to get all the official NFL and Redskins news, as well as all other Redskins news from across the blogs. There are probably 8 top blogs, as well as the local newspapers. So it gives them an immersive experience, including tweets from the actual Redskins players themselves. So it's a whole different lens into it, and these represent new revenue generating units for clubs like the Washington Redskins, where we work together to sell sponsorships against that new medium.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the company started and why you decided to start the company in Brooklyn?
Sure. The company was founded in December of '08. It was founded by one of my colleagues, Ty Ahmad Taylor. Ty, prior to starting FanFeedr, was the Senior Vice President for Internet Product Development for Viacom MTV. So he took his passion for music and everything that he did to relaunch those sites and bring their social and digital and community aspects to bear. He's bringing all of those experiences to FanFeedr for sports. So, excuse me, we actually started the company, incubated the company in Manhattan, and as we got ready for launch, we moved to Brooklyn Dumbo, which Brooklyn, down under Manhattan Bridge overpass section of Brooklyn, is the new digital district, or the what you could say is the Silicon Alley, new Silicon Alley of New York. So we are there with a whole host of other startups that are very much focused in the digital and social media space.
Thanks, Ben. So that's Ben LaMarca from FanFeedr. This is Craig Calder from AdTech 2010 for On Digital Media.